Hey, it's Annabelle. I've got 3 short, spooky stories with surprising twists for you today. Get ready for a thrilling ride into the world of unexpected frights and suspense. Let's jump into these eerie tales together. I hate my twin brother. There, I said it. I know you may be shocked. How can you hate someone who was literally created with you, who has been with you your entire life? Trust me, you can. I hate how he steals so much of my mother's attention. Every minute I want to spend with her, he's there, taking away her time, her attention, her affection. Every time I eat, he's there. Every time I sleep, he's there. Every time she sings to me, he's there. You have no idea how much I long for my own space, my own life. But it just isn't possible, and my father is just as bad. He spends time with me, but it's never just him and me. We always have to do everything together. There's only so much family time one can take. Don't get me wrong, my parents are good people. Hell, they are literally the reason I exist. And it isn't like they are choosing him over me. They do everything possible to show us that they love us both equally. I know they are doing their best under circumstances they weren't really prepared for. I get that space is limited, and money is an issue. And I know having 2 of us doesn't make it any easier, though they would never complain where they thought we could hear. I don't blame them. I blame him, but what choice do I have? I can't expect them to turn their backs on him. They aren't those kinds of people. They love us both too much. I know they'd do anything they could to protect us both. But that's the problem. I don't want them to protect us both. My whole life has been like this, and if I don't do something, I just know the rest of my life will be the same. Compromising, giving things up, always having to share my parents' love and affection, to share everything. I don't want to share. So I'm going to make sure I don't have to. Judging me, asking what kind of person would even contemplate this. Well, screw you. You don't live my life, and you don't know what I've been through. It's been months of this, and it shows no signs of ending anytime soon. So I'm ending it. I've thought this through, and I have a plan. It's guaranteed to work. And if I do it correctly, no one will ever suspect me. I know my parents will grieve for a while, but eventually they'll move past it and see that the 3 of us are all we need, all we ever needed. So I act. A quick turn, a subtle shift, and then I wait. A few minutes, and it's over. And then there was one. It's amazing what an umbilical cord around the neck will do. I couldn't stop smiling. My husband was coming home. After being deployed forever, he was finally coming home. He had left when I had gotten pregnant and had not even come home to see our baby. That's the way he is. Nation always comes first. Family comes later. That's the way I like it too. That's what attracted me to him. I was hoping it would be a good day for baby Zach too, that he wouldn't be cranky today, that he would be the perfect baby, just for today, just for his dad. I couldn't stop smiling because we were going to be a family again. I was rocking baby Zach when the doorbell rang. I quickly checked myself in the mirror and made sure I looked good. I was looking a little pale, but I hoped he would not notice. My mother-in-law beat me to the door. I guess she is just as excited as I am to have him home. I peeped out, a little shy and a little excited. There he was, looking just as handsome as the day we got married. We smiled at each other so glad to be together again. My mother-in-law, meanwhile, was sobbing at the door. She had just got news of her son's demise. His body would be coming home soon, to be laid to rest next to his wife and their stillborn son. Just to get it out of the way, yes, my boyfriend is in jail. No, I'm not one of those pathetic women who settles for an inmate because she can't get a real man. But when I saw John's story on television, I knew I had to reach out. We had a connection. It was strange at first, sending a letter to a man I'd never spoken to. But we started with introductions. I told him about myself and my family, and he did the same. And eventually, we developed a relationship. We even realized that we'd met once before, though we never spoke at the time. Soon, I began looking forward to his letters, opening each one with the excitement of a child at Christmas. In his letters, he told me his story, how he grew up in a middle-class family, went to college on a partial scholarship, and studied marketing, got a sales job that let him travel the country. Coincidentally, you may remember from the popular podcast that that's how the police caught him. The bodies of the girls were found in locations that lined up with places he'd traveled for work. That, and accounts of witnesses who saw them together, were enough for the jury to convict. But he swears he didn't kill those girls, and I believe him. I know how that sounds, but he's not the type of person who would hurt anyone. In his letters, he opened up to me, and I saw his beautiful soul. He told me how amazing it was that he found a kind, beautiful girl who could see through the news reports to who he really was. No one has ever called me beautiful before, but I sent a picture, and he said he could see from my smile how special I was. He said that he'd prove his innocence, and that when he got out, we could be together. And I know we will. It's hard being with him sometimes. My friends say the right things, but I can feel them judging me. What kind of person would give up everything for a long-distance relationship with a man who likely won't get out of prison for decades? What kind of life is that? But they don't understand. John is an amazing man. He's handsome, smart, and funny. He remembers my birthday and asks about my family. He's the kind of man women throw themselves at. And he chose me. I know in my heart that we're meant to be together, and I couldn't say that if I thought he was a murderer. So how could he have possibly killed those women? It's not like they could die twice. Hope you enjoyed these chilling tales. If you're still catching your breath, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on more hair-raising stories. Share your thoughts in the comments. Which story spooked you the most? Until next time, stay on the edge of your seat, and remember, the unexpected is always lurking. This is Annabelle, signing off from the dark corners of our imagination. Sweet nightmares, everyone.